Hey guys, Sensei Serum here with another video. In this video, I'll be going over the recent haul I got from Barnes & Noble. If you are not aware, Barnes & Noble is having a great deal right now where all pops under $15 are buy two for $10. I also believe that you could save even more money if you have a Barnes & Noble's membership, but don't quote me on that. Nonetheless, this is a great opportunity to add those commons you've been meaning to add to your collection. And in this video, that is exactly what I did. So when I went to Barnes & Noble, I went on the first day, and I was already surprised with how picked out the store was. When I was going up the escalators, I already saw at least 3 customers taking advantage of the deal, so kudos to them. I should have gone earlier in the day, but that's not a big deal. Anyways, let's go into the first pop that I got. The first pop I got from Barnes & Noble is the Marvel 80 Years Cyclops. I have been collecting the Marvel 80 Years pops, however, I haven't collected any of the X-Men ones simply because I'm more of a fan of the Avengers and Spider-Man. But with the deal as great as the one Barnes & Noble is having, it's finally the right time to collect the X-Men ones, and Cyclops is the first one to be added to the set. The box is in really good condition, still has the matte finish here, and the glossy finish for the character and the comic book. Cyclops' first appearance comes from X-Men number 1, the very first issue. As you see here, we have Cyclops, look like maybe Iceman, Beast, and I think Angel. I'm not sure of this character, and even see we have Magneto, so pretty sweet. So let's get a closer look. Here is Cyclops out of box. We have his red visor, with laser visor, pretty sweet. The paint, pretty well done. I do like the yellow and dark blue. There is like a little bit of this gold from his visor that's kind of seeping onto his mask, but not too bad overall. Very minimal in the distance. I love the X-Man uniform. Very well done pop. The next pop I got from Barnes & Noble is the Marvel 80 Years Beast. So I'm not too familiar with the original X-Men comics, but I think in the movies Beast is blue and fuzzy. If you know why he is, let me know in the comments below. I'm kind of curious why in the original he's more human, but in the movies he's more of an actual beast. But I digress. So the finish of this box is basically the same, where we have glossy here, glossy on top, and as you can see, it's the same comic as Cyclops. It's the first X-Men number 1 comic that Beast makes his first appearance in. So without further ado, let's get a closer look of the Beast pop. Here is Beast out of box. Uniform wise, identical to Cyclops with the yellow and blue uniform with the X on his belt, but for a little bit of details, we have a lot of hair, very beast-like, if you will.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah. Anyways, that was the second pop I added to my collection. The next 2 pops I got are from the Fantastic Four set. First, I got Galactus. I don't know a lot about Galactus, but I know he's one of the strongest villains in the Marvel comics. My sister told me that he liked to eat planets and cause a lot of chaos, so that's pretty dope. The condition of the box, no complaints whatsoever. Not bad for a pop in the wild. But let's go ahead and unbox him. Here is Galactus out of box. Very interesting costume, very menacing. And the first thing I really noticed about this figure is his head. Very, very huge compared to normal pops. And when we set it down and compare it to like Beast or even Cyclops, you could tell this is a pretty large figure. And let me know, guys, do you like the size of this pop? I know that Galactus is supposed to be a huge person, and as you can see, that is somewhat reflected in the pop. But do you guys think he should have been at least a 10-inch pop? Let me know in the comments below. The second Fantastic Four pop I picked up is the Silver Surfer Funko Pop. And the box of this pop is in really pristine condition, which is awesome because this pop is actually not for me. It's actually for my sister's boyfriend, who ended up getting another pop for me, which will be included in this video, and I'll show you that one in a moment. But in the meantime, let me show you Silver Surfer closer up. Here is the Silver Surfer out of box, and very plain, all silver design, but very suitable for this character. There is one thing about this pop in particular. There's like a little, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up. Yeah, there is a little bit of a scratch or chip in the paint there, but overall the pop itself, other than that, is really good. I do like how he's on a surfboard. He is the Silver Surfer, and I do like that he's on a stand. Very nice touch. So these four were the only ones that I got at the Barnes & Noble I went to. The store was pretty picked through, like I mentioned, but happy with these pickups nonetheless. Fortunately enough, my sister and her boyfriend went to another Barnes & Noble, and they had a better stock of pops. And the pop that her boyfriend got me is the Marvel 80 Years Scarlet Witch. And this one in particular I'm very excited about because I like Scarlet Witch in the MCU, and her 80-year version looks fantastic. I love the costume. I love how vibrant the colors are. And the box itself is in really good condition, so I'm very excited about that. So when we look at the comic of the first appearance of Scarlet Witch, we see that she appears in X-Men number 4, and we see characters like Beast, Cyclops, Iceman, Professor X, Angel, Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Toad, I think that's Toad, not sure exactly who that is, and we also see Magneto. So very cool art for the comic she originally appeared in. But nonetheless, let's get a closer look of Scarlet Witch. Here is the Scarlet Witch pop out of box, and I gotta say the paint job is fantastic. It's very well done by Funko, very crisp. Not a paint issue to be reported, so good job Funko on that. But she is rather top heavy. With a lot of female pops, we do typically see that, since their base is typically smaller, not as big as like the Cyclops one you see here. But she does come with a stand, so that issue should be not as big of a deal. But I'm kind of afraid because, as you can see here, her right foot here is elevated, and it stays elevated from the stand, so that's kind of annoying. But I don't think that would be a big issue overall, at least hopefully. The last pop I got is a gift from my sister. It is the MagicJohnson Funko Pop from the basketball line. And there are a couple of issues with the box, but it's a gift. I can't complain. I'm very appreciative that she was thinking of me and got it for me. And I'm very happy to have MagicJohnson, especially since I already have Larry Bird. These two look very good next to one another, and that's primarily why I wanted it. But let's see MagicJohnson out of box. Here's MagicJohnson out of box. He is wearing the Lakers yellow jersey, and I like the decal, the very tiny NBA logos on his right knee and his left shoulder chest area, and he's dribbling the ball in his right hand. Looks pretty sweet. He is wearing pretty generic white shoes. I think they're Converse based on the fact that he had a huge deal with Converse back in the 80s. I actually make a reference to that in my last video with my NBA collection. Wearing probably Converse, you would assume, with this stylish shoe.
You already know what you did for me.
What?
I walked away with the MVP.
The Converse weapon.
Love the haircut, love the mustache. If you haven't seen that already, please check it out. I would really appreciate that. But nonetheless, the backside of MagicJohnson looks awesome as well. Johnson 32. Love the goatee. And he's going to look very good next to Larry Bird. Since mentioning the NBA, how has your team done in the bubble so far? The Bucks were able to beat the Celtics in a very close game last night, so I'm very happy about that. Let me know how your team is doing in the comments below. Anyways, that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel. Also, feel free to follow me on my Instagram account at serum.pops. I upload pictures of my collection there as well. Thank you for watching. Until the next pop, see ya!